I guess I'll call this part 2 since I'm just picking up where I left off with the previous video, same title. And I was getting ready to touch a little bit on depression. And let me know, I can go a lot deeper on these two topics with anxiety and depression, but I honestly don't know how deep I need to go at this point. So I'm just gonna gradually build as I continue to do the different parts to anxiety and depression. But picking back up with depression, for my personal experience, what I ended up becoming aware of, and here's the main thing in just about everything that you do when you're trying to figure out about yourself, you want to take notes. It's so important to take notes, because a lot of times you won't catch certain things until you go back and look at your notes. Or maybe you have a very active day, and the feelings are just coming and going because you're so busy and you're not slowing down enough to kind of become aware of what's going on and why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And I want to always say that it's okay, to feel down. You just don't want to live there. We have our ups and we have our downs. We're not going to always be happy, and we shouldn't always be sad, but we definitely shouldn't live in the lows. But the depression, usually with me, I found out it was guilt. I kept holding guilt in from either situations in my past that I had no control over, childhood upbringing, things that I had no control over. And then as I continue to dig deeper and be honest with myself, a lot of my depression was stemming from things that I had no control over. And I was just blaming myself and just guilt tripping. And I did it so much to where it was so easy to do. Like, even when I'm not even attempting to. And I would just allow myself to go down in that low space, that low area. And depression would just hit. And I had kind of conditioned myself to constantly do it on a day in, day out routine, because I had made it a habit. I didn't even buck the feeling no more. When your mind is, the way our minds are so powerful. But here's the thing about our mind. We have so many thoughts a day. So many thoughts a day. And a lot of them are not even true. There are certain things that we tell ourselves that's not even true, but we buy into it and we forget to question our thoughts. We forget to laugh at the things that we know are not true. We just buy into them. And then when our thinking is bad, it affects our mood. And now my mood is low. And then now I'm responding to people on a low wave, a low frequency, because I'm at a low state. Now, realizing at the time I can correct that just by changing my thought pattern. I can swing that depression to another direction just by simply changing my thought patterns. That's it, I promise you. Get in a habit of when you get into a space where you're thinking negative and it starts to affect your mood and make you feel low. Get in a habit of stopping right there. Write down what it is you're thinking. Write down the conversation that you're having in your head, because we have them all the time, right? Write down the conversation that you're having in your head, and then pick that conversation apart. If it's not true, laugh at it. Do not buy into your thoughts. Do not buy into them. Question your thoughts. Just because you got them don't mean they're real. Question them. Hold yourself accountable to where you can get in a habit of writing these things down. So next time you're in a low space, a low feeling of depression, write down what you're thinking, because your thoughts got you there. Your thoughts got you there. So you got to get in a habit of, whenever you're thinking negative like that, to stop and correct it. Thank you.